Welcome, fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching us from. I welcome all viewers that are watching across the world, wherever you are watching us from. I welcome you, and I say, welcome to this day message. As always, we will always come here to update the world and update Biafran people, encourage those who are seeking for freedom to stand strong on the pursuit for freedom. We will never give up until we are free. Before we start fully on the message of this day, we have to start with our motivational and inspirational songs to prepare us for the business of the day. Let's listen and enjoy the music.
I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is the message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Poroku, Nigerian, we Biafra. Mwerenda siputa makamwero mwekanyinaga biko kulien ogeruo biko kulien iye jamalike ogeruo omwerenda boroku makamwero wanyi omwerenda buruchekwa makamwero mwewu Biafra biko kulien ogeruo biko kulien iye jamalike ogeruo the spirit of Biafra biko kulien ogeruo mwerende Biafra kidie mube biko kulien ogeruo o amadike no na donjon mugekwe kihere meyae Odike, mbosi ike rura chobalike. Biko kulien ogeruo. Biko kulien, iye jamalike ogeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Simon M. It wants to smooth the Gabaniru Naibu. Never brother and down from my Ebudo. Or Guinea. Wasi Simon Epa, emesu wakokwere onyendu. Iye jamadi keruo, imakwa Simon Epa ujie. Iye jamadi keruo, Simon Epa watakata wo. Ojuda kwenyi, mkwikwe onyendu kine betata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister Veroni, Aniga Wanuga, I will follow you. Anina, I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom for Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Ogwe Bucharangwe, Master Simon Epa, or Guinea. Master Simon Epa, Pico, Gisiki, Kaka, Nogu, Atakata, Kaina, Bogi, Ojuda, Uwe, Quibolonian, Guinea, Melata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back, I will follow you. For Prime Minister Veroni, Aniga Wanuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you. ole ihe jamadi ga-eruo Biafra Republic gọọmenti awụchie ihe jamadi ga-eruo Kọmanda General ekwesịrị General Buduso so na atakata nwụọ Kọmanda Holy Ghost ogonye ndụ kpọrọ kwunu na satata biko kulie nuo n'oge ruo biko kulie ihe jamadi ga-eruo n'oge ruo biko kulie nuo n'oge ruo biko kulie ihe jamadi ga-eruo n'oge maka Biafra wepụtara anyị onye ndu ihe Simon Ekpa ọbatobiye.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me on this very program, wherever you are joining from. I welcome every one of you that has been able to connect. Please, as you connect to the program, like and share. Click like and share so that others can be able to join us on this program. Like and share on all your WhatsApp group. Share to your family, share to your friends. Share to even our enemies. Let them come and hear our point and why we are saying what we are saying. Fellow Biafrans that are watching and people of the world, lovers of freedom that are watching any place you're watching from, if you are joining us for the very first time, I welcome you. Those who are going to see the video for the very first time, I welcome you also. But I want you to know that this platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic of Exile. A platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ebba, and the supreme command of Master Andekan. In this platform, we do not come here for saga. We don't come here to attack individuals. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is to bring the plight of the Biafrans before the whole world, to debunk every lie that has been told against us, to stand for the Biafran people and remind them of their legitimate rights, which are the right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. We are here to debunk all the lies that they tell against us. They have told so many lies against us, and they continue to tell lies against us. We will not permit those lies to fly. When a lie is being told and you are silent about it, you don't respond at a time, people will begin to believe that to be the truth. That is why it is very essential that we come online to set the record straight. And today we have come once again to speak, as we have always done. And today we are talking about the unstoppable Biafra exits from the irredeemable contraption called Nigeria. Biafra, Republic of Exile, is the answer. The unstoppable Biafra exit, then the irredeemable contraption called Nigeria. The restoration of independence in the state of Biafra is going to happen, regardless of what anybody says. The best thing you can do for yourself today is to key in and do what you are supposed to do. Wherever you are watching this program from, if you are a Biafran, there is one civic responsibility you must perform immediately. If you have not, go and cast your vote for self-referendum. If you have not yet voted on the self-referendum, I doubt the kind of Biafran you are. One of the most important ways to show us that yes, you are ready and you are a true Biafran is to see that you cast your vote. No matter what the enemies are saying, no matter what they do, cast your vote. It is your civic responsibility to do so. Fellow Biafran that are watching, every one of us can agree that Biafra has no place in Nigeria, including the haters of Biafra. They know this and they agree to this. No matter how they continue to pretend in order to confuse those they will be able to confuse, they cannot confuse all of us. We are paying attention and we are following suit, and we will make sure that the contraption does not stand. When we talk about contraption called Nigeria, irredeemable situation, it is not just because we want to speak. There are facts to that, which they in the north know also. I am going to play a video for you to let you know that the north themselves, the Fulanis themselves know that Nigeria is irredeemable and the situation will get worse as we continue. Watch this video with a clean mind and we will come back and continue the message.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you are watching this video. The title of this video and outing is Nigerians and 1914 Ghosts. 1914 may be recalled as that year when people of Nigeria with different history, with different geography, with different upbringing, different set of beliefs, different idiosyncrasies were lumped together, forced together, and fused together by force by the colonial masters to create a country called Nigeria without wider consultation, without consulting anybody. Indeed, if there was any consultation, it was a consultation personified in secrecy, such that we knew those who opposed that amalgamation and forming of Nigeria saw what they saw then, knew what they knew then, and we are now seeing the repercussion. All the vibrations, all the violence all over the country, all the killings, all the maimings would have been completely avoidable if there was no 1914. And it is still possible to reverse it back. If there was no 1914, there would have been no civil war at all. It would have been uncalled for. There would have been no mass murders all over the country. There would have been no armed robbers maiming all over the country. There may have been no Boko Haram, no embassy. There may have been no OPC. There would have been no and no and no and no. All these negative happenings, all these uncertainties are byproducts of 1914, a year that will remain in the minds of so many people in the history books as the year when Nigeria was formed and the same year Nigeria was destroyed. If we want peace for ourselves, security for our country, tranquility for our heart and souls, it is time to rethink 1914, abandon all the publics of 1914, think, act, and behave wisely before it is too late. I leave you in peace.
I hope you have heard from that man, a Fulani man. He is talking about the amalgamation of Nigeria in 1914. And he has made it clear that that amalgamation is the problem. In his own words, we need to abandon before it is too late. You see, these people we are up against, they know the truth. They know that we are pursuing a just cause. But yet, for their own selfish interest, they continue to tell themselves lies and force others to believe the lies. The man that just spoke now is a Fulani man. One of the criminals you have in Nigeria. Every one of us saw his video during the time of election, how he was attacking the Biafran people. How he was attacking Biafran people on all ground, attacking Christians. And look at him telling you that the amalgamation is the problem, making it very clear that we are not the same people. We are not the same people. I don't know why it is difficult for some of us in the South, more especially in Biafra land, to understand that Nigeria is not for us. I say it again and again, that Nigeria is not for any indigenous person in that contraption, let alone being for a Biafra. And that is the truth. The man that just spoke now is a Fulani man. In a clear terms, the Zoological Republic is not for us. From the onset, the plan was not to favor us. It was never for our own benefit. Everything you are seeing in the zoo up to this moment is for the zoo. They are not for your own interest. It is for the interest of the colonial master. And you see the man made it clear. The reason you are seeing those things is because people are being forced together. And as long as you continue to stand on that amalgamation of 1914, that it will remain the same. Insecurity will be worse. Hunger will increase. Disunity will increase. The only solution is to go back to whom we were before. And that is the only thing our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekan, is asking for. And they are calling for his head. That is the hypocrisy of the Zoological Republic. When we make our demand, they make it seem as if we are the only people that are making this demand. Sometimes they make it seem as if we are the first people to make a demand. We are not the first to demand for exit from the Zoological Republic. Biafrans are not the first people. So many other people made this call. So many other ethnic groups asked for this. But today, the whole world seems to focus on the Biafran people. The whole world seems to focus on Biafran people as if it is all about us. Fellow Biafra. Chukwu highly possible that we will be alive today and we will never give up no matter what the enemy says. For you to understand very well the irredeemable situation of Nigeria, that it did not start today, I want you to listen to this video. Pay attention very closely.
And took up a job as a personnel officer, a very big job, with the Esso refinery. And then government came after me, declared that I was a traitor, and I had betrayed the British people, ought to be imprisoned, and I lost that job. And then they came to me again and said it's all been a big mistake, a dreadful mistake. I'm a jolly decent chap, you know, Oxford chap, and they put me on a plane straight back to Nigeria, where I'd make up for the time I'd been away. There was a great deal of good work for me to do, and we fell for this. We shouldn't have gone back, but we did.
Now, if you recall what you said about the role of the Governor General and the attitude of the British government in particular, regarding the fear that Awolowo, Okotie-Eboh, and the lot of them from the south are dangerous. Is there a particular reason? Why the fear from the British government? Is it that they don't want to release or relinquish Nigeria? They still want to control Nigeria?
They knew that the North would do as they said after independence. If it had any, the North would just, because it was their habit, they liked the British, whereas the nationalists were an unknown factor. Actually, when they took the flag down and hoisted the Nigerian flag, not one of the major nationalist politicians was there. They weren't even on the platform. This was incredible. These were the people who had sought independence. The people in the North didn't want independence. They didn't want the British to leave. So this was a farce. And for most Europeans who were very close and watching this, we were disgusted. We thought this really had been manipulated, this election. It was unworthy. It was unworthy of the British people, this. This was no honest, straightforward thing that you would expect Britain, the mother of parliaments, to do. This was cheap and low and criminal. And I opposed it. And I opposed it then, and I've opposed it ever since. And I'm telling you the truth. And I was warned, if I told you this state secret, my life could be forfeit.
Earlier on, you said the British government wanted the North in alliance with either of the southern region, either with the Yorubas or with the Igbos.
But
without which they...
I hope you listened to that very video that I played. That video is coming from the foundation of the contraption called Nigeria. How it all started. The person you saw talking there is a British man. The person that was speaking there is somebody who was there before their so-called independence. And you can see him confessing how the British manipulated everything and handed over the contraption called Nigeria to the North, the Fulanis. The man is saying there in his own word that the very day Nigeria flag was raised up as Nigeria, that he himself and so many people were surprised that the people who were asking for independence were not there. The Southerners who were asking for independence were not there. The British handed the flag to the Fulanis. And what is more disturbing, that he himself, as a British man, was complaining was that these people that were handed power over were never interested in independence. The Fulanis never wanted independence. They prefer to serve the British. And that is why they are loyal to the British, and British love them. The people who were pursuing the independence of this Political Republic were people from the South, the Southwest, and the Southeast. But this man, in his confession, said, when Nigeria was handed over, when Nigeria was issued, when the flag was raised up, there was nobody from the South there. You see, these videos are very important. Why we play them is that when we are telling you that there is nothing like Nigeria, that you are not part of that business called Nigeria. You are not part of the plan. You have no place in the contraption called Nigeria. People do not understand. We are not just saying it out of hatred. We are not saying it to win you over to us. We are not saying it to change your opinion, but it is a fact. The people that has always wanted independence are people from the South, the Southeast and the Southwest, the Oduduwa and the Biafrans. They went for that independence, but they were not given. When they later accepted to give, the very day the flag was handed over, there was nobody from the Southwest or Southeast that was there. The flag was raised with the Fulanis and was given to them. That is why today a Fulani man will boast, will proudly come and tell you that only him will decide who becomes your president, and you think it's a joke. These same British people, they rigged the very first election that was conducted in that contraption called Nigeria, that was supposed to make it a nation. They rigged it in favor of the North. This same man confessed it. The very first election that was conducted was rigged by the British to favor the North. You see, each time when you see the Fulanis tell you that they decide, they are born to rule, they are saying it based on the wrong foundation that was laid for them by the British. And the British continue to support them and encourage them to hold on to that their belief. The only way you can be able to be safe and have a sane nation is to walk away from this contraption. The more you continue to pretend that you're going to make it better, the more you continue to pretend that it's going to be better today or tomorrow, you're wasting your time. And remember, when the foundation is faulty, there is nothing you can do. It does not matter how beautiful the edifice is at the top. If the foundation is faulty, A simple breeze will put it down. Just blow a breeze to go down. And for those of us who are Christians, the Bible said, and when the foundation is destroyed, what will the righteous do? For us, the Biafran people, the only option that is obtainable, that is sincere and truthful, is to walk out of this very contraption. If you are a Biafran, you must begin to prepare yourself. We are already on the path. I'm just playing that video as a reminder. This is not the time to preach and beg you, come and join or not come and join. We are already on the path. And we are going to follow that path until we are free. As we stand today, as we stand today, it is very clear that the contraption called Nigeria is irredeemable. That is one thing I want everybody to put into their head. Nigeria is irredeemable. The problem of Nigeria you are seeing today didn't start yesterday, and you can't solve it. And there was one video, I think I can't get my hand on that video, I would have played it now. A lawmaker in that contraption corner, a lawmaker in their House of Assembly stood up and said that until they throw away their constitution, that their 1999 constitution they're using, he said it in the House, that Nigeria will never know peace. Nigeria will never know security. Nigeria will never know progress. That everything Nigeria is doing is deceiving itself, that they will never succeed. But you know, sometimes when we say it, they say, oh, Biafran people, troublemakers. Every single thing we are saying in our platform has been said in the conventional media, in their own House of Assembly, by the same people who are supporting the so-called one Nigeria. But one thing with Biafrans is that we don't pretend. We go for what we want. And we are clear with our parents. That is why the whole world respects that they know that we are not terrorists. We are not like the Boko Haram, who doesn't have, nobody knows what they are chasing. What they are chasing, nobody knows what they are chasing. Asking a place where you know that there's nothing that has to do with Islam, you want them to become Islamized by force. It's not obtainable. In the case of Biafrans, we are not trying to occupy anybody's land. Neither are we forcing our religion on anybody or our ideology on anybody. What we are demanding is for that very territory that Chukwu Okarion has given to us. We want to defend it and protect it, and nothing more than that. And they say it is too much to ask. Well, gone are the days when we write petitions. Gone are the days when we protest. Gone are the days when we cry. It is the time of reality. And Biafra will definitely be free. You're welcome, sir. Welcome, my beloved brother. Go ahead and speak to Biafrans. You're welcome. I hope you've had a line of thought I'm going with, so feel free and chip in your contribution. You're welcome, my brother.
Welcome, my dear brother Chooks. God bless you, my brother, this morning. Yeah, I saw briefly that line of thought, the British guy who was, so it's something that sometimes is painful. It is painful to think that what we do to ourselves as a people, it's just painful. Really, and I also want to thank you, quite frankly, for the job you are doing, because this is historical, historical perspective to where we're coming from and where we are and where we are going. So you are doing an amazing job, just like Pastor Vam and Ugo. So it's just various different departments working towards one goal. So I'm very appreciative of that. And I said, Chuko care about you, may empower you, and I bless God on your behalf for that, because you guys are doing an amazing job for us. So it's we Biafrans, maybe even, and the rest of them, they just need to get this perspective coming from the resource, the right source, that when that contraction was created, how it all started and how it went down. And there is also maybe the anger or bitterness towards Southerners, but particularly Biafrans on the part of the British, because it appears that they were not happy the fact that they sought independence, right? So, and those who did not seek the independence, who wanted to remain subservient, perhaps forever, and that is their nature. Because even today, as we speak, you see how they live. They like subservientship, Babiala. That is their lifestyle. So they like to serve and worship and just stay under. They don't want to develop that. So, but it seems like that same anger, like vengefulness, that is what British carried forward to this day, that we wanted to stay and take over and make the place out, but you guys had to, so, but the area that I feel disappointed is that there are people on our own part who do not like, why would anybody want to settle for the status quo that is not beneficiary, that has no future for you, because it's obvious that they created it, handed it over to the people who are ready to serve them, and they're the ones serving them till today. I always say that British own Nigeria, and the Fulanis run it on their behalf, and that is what is playing out till this day. You cannot be anything in that country without Fulani approval, because they run it for the British. You cannot be a president without the Fulani approving to it, and you following their template, you can never be president. And if you look, you will see that they work in tandem with the British. Because first of all, you have to come to Chatham House and explain to them, who are you, what do you want to do, how are you going to do it, and stuff like that. And at the end, they will choose the one that suits them. They choose the one they know that they have date on, like this Tinubu now. They know whom he is. They know his antecedent. They know his record. They know that he's a flawed candidate. They can pull evidence against him, and Tinubu will not want that. So he has to follow their template. Don't touch the status quo. Let it continue as it is. That is one of the things. So the Fulanis and the British are working together. It's just a work that they put on this work together, these two people. And that is why also, if you see a couple of months ago, when David Cameron declared that Nigeria is an Islamic state, that is, you see, so everything is so glaring, it's so open for anybody with brain to figure out what is going on. Yeah. So the British, they give to Fulani what the Fulanis want, and the Fulani give to British what the British want. That is what it's all about, While the rest of us, the Southerners, and Biafrans in particular, they just become a pawn in the game. So, but when you look on the part of Biafra, you begin to wonder, with all these high intellectuals and professors and, elite, so-called elite we have, the Ngozi Okonjo-Iwealas of this world, the Chimamanda, so many of them, do they not know these things, or is it because they have already sold their soul for position in the world? I'm telling you, I'm not ashamed or scared to say these things. They probably have sold their soul to the globalists to have prominent positions in the world. Therefore, they look away. Bro, these are the pure facts. And we cannot be ashamed to speak, to speak truth to power. Because these guys, they have voice in the world. They have the big microphone that when they speak, the world will listen. And they are Biafrans. When I say Biafran, real hardcore Igbo. So why is it that they sit there and they will not even speak truth to power? They will not even speak anything that affects them. Rather, she was the other time dancing with Shetima, a terrorist. Iwala was dancing with Shetima, a terrorist who has said what they are going to do to Igbo. And you are an Igbo person, and you are dancing with them. What does that mean? So, it just, and sometimes I like I always say also that, okay, not every black man, quite all right, but for the most part, we have a problem. We have a problem of bravery and problem of, should I say, maybe cowardly, something like that. How do you settle for this? Can you imagine if the reverse was the case, that some guy from Europe come to Africa and create this monstrous country called Nigeria? They will never accept it. Even if you overpower even if you empower the white man to create this monstrous entity you call Nigeria, in no time they will dismantle it because they know that it's coming from the place of darkness and retrogression and evil. And that's what Nigeria is. You have to, if you cannot call it for what it is, then I don't know what kind of human being are you. You know, a white man will never settle for such monstrous entity you call Nigeria. There is no progress. Who does that? I mean, look at the army chief, you know, Labaja. He's just saying now that that any soldier who died or any soldier who fight insecurity will be given a house. Really? You give? But well, I remember one time back in the day when I go to the barracks, the military barracks, it's like where rat and cockroach we live. You don't even, so now so if they go and fight insecurity, that's where you give them house. So if they don't fight insecurity, you not give them house. Meanwhile, where they, oh my God. So these are all lies, deceive you because they are desperate. The level of desperation on the part of Nigeria now is beyond the unimaginable. They can see the crumbling. Even finally, the demonic entity called Nigeria is crumbling. So this is the act of desperation, telling soldiers that anybody who fights insecurity they will give them a house. Really? So if they don't, oh my God. So my dear brother, the thing is, when I talk, I try to address Biafra, especially those who are still sitting on the fence, and especially those who are maybe they are sabo or they want to be sabo or they are getting money, whatever it is. I try to talk to them. You don't know what you are doing because we've overcome already, and by the time all is all said and done, there will be a hell to pay. You know, so there will be a hell to pay. Make no mistake, because a lot has gone into this. You know, so how can you clearly see the intention? The intention of these people is well spelled out. It's not hidden. It's just there in plain sight from the beginning till this day. What they are doing is just to wipe you out. You know, just to make sure they completely extinguish you from. You know, and you are sitting there. You will not speak, but that is your home. When I watch, it gives me a lot of dissatisfaction that we have people like this on the world stage who can speak, and they just keep quiet. That worse than what is happening in Middle East is happening in our place. Since how many years? If more than 100 years it's been going on from the creation of that entity. It's been going on. My brother,
my brother, you have just made a very important point when you talk about these people. When you mention Okonjo Iweala and co, who have sold their soul to the devil. That's just what it is.
Yeah,
that is just what it is. They have sold their soul to the devil. You see, I'm going to play a video now. You will see where Kingsley Moghalu, who was pursuing presidency, was actually explaining what transpired during the Civil War. Now you begin to understand that these people they know exactly what is going on, but they have refused completely to fight for the freedom of their people or help them. Instead, they are stopping. Let us watch that video of
the reason the Civil War is because the agreements that were reached between him and Ojukwu at Aburi in Ghana were not followed. Yes. So hence the East at the time were saying, "On Aburi we stand." That was the slogan, because there were some agreements that were reached about how to reconfigure the country and all that, that if they had been kept, there would not have been a civil war, quite clear. Many people conveniently and mischievously make it look as if some people were set, hell-bent on seceding, but they forget the rest of the story. Thousands and thousands of Easterners, especially Igbos, were killed in a pogrom in the north. Yes, that's and that led to a humanitarian crisis. So people ran away from that part of the country back to the east, and it looked as if the lives of people from that part of the country were no longer secure.
Can you believe that Kingsley Moghalu know this much about the Civil War and the situation of the Biafran people? And yet, he is supporting one Nigeria. Exactly. Fighting for one Nigeria. He has served on different positions. And he cannot even open his mouth to make defense for his people up to this moment. The only answer is that these people have sold their soul to the devil.
And you hear me? Huh?
Go on. Go on.
You know, it is amazing because before I raise this point, I've thought about it severally in the past. I really do thought about it. And why do I? Because I can't take, not just Okonjo, well, so many others like that. There was another one, the writer, the history, what was it called? Chimamanda too, you know.
Chimamanda, yeah.
She has a big microphone. I'm telling you, the world listens to her. And I watched a program one day when she was talking about, first of all, the creation of Nigeria, that it was forceful creation without the consent of the people. But she said so many nice things, but where I was baffled was when she said that it was like a kidnap, but that we are here now. That now that we are here, let's just try and make the best of it. I said, what?
Madness.
I said, what?
That is the madness I don't understand. And
this is somebody that is held in high esteem as literature, whatever. And you said to her, you think any Oyibo will say that you were like forced, captured into a place, it's more or less a kidnap, and you say, okay, it's a forceful, it's a kidnap, but anyway, let's just, because we've been kidnapped into this place, let's just stay there. There's no point. And more so when it's not working out, more so when it's retrogressive, more so when it has no future of ever. You know it, I know it, everybody knows.
The people is in danger. When people are losing their lives on a daily basis, lives are in danger.
Yeah. And you know that there's no future there. And you know the existential threat, the potential, I wouldn't even say potential, because it's happening every day. Existential threat facing your people, and you are saying, let's stay and make it work. Mm-hmm. Who does that? No Igbo person, you won't see that. That you are kidnapped into a place, you decide to settle, just settle for it. Because you are so cowardly, or because you have sold your soul. Because I say maybe marry, I hear say marry British person. So, and they, so they don't give them so many awards. This British Lodge and whatever. So in other words, these are a bunch of people who are dining with the devil. I am telling, it doesn't matter to me whatever. These are pure facts. These are pure facts. The Kingsley Mogalu, though I don't know which state, which part, but I know that he's a Biafra, but I don't know which part. But the truth of the matter is that you know these things. And not just that you know these things, you know the agenda of what I call Fulani hijacked Nigerian system. You know what the agenda is. It's in plain sight. Anybody who say he doesn't know is lying to him or herself. You all are there when they are declaring Nigeria an Islamic state. So what was that supposed to mean? You will shove it on our throat that over half of the population will be forced into Islamic country? So what do you think? And coupled with other subjugation, marginalization, and second-class citizenship that they are trying to put us into, and you are dining with them, and you are doing one Nigeria. Why this is happening? And you are a Biafran. It's beyond comprehension, to be honest. So the one word for it is compromise. Those who have sold their soul for position and power. Because I think he was a governor before, or central bank, I don't know, of Nigeria. I don't know. Central
bank governor was assisting Sanusi.
Okay, you see. So these are people they've completely sold out. So, but another thing is that we shall see when this race is over, because it's coming to an end very soon. Then there's going to be, we have capable people running this show. Our PM is, oh my goodness, 1 in a billion. So there's going to be a coming together to figure out what the heck has been going on and what the heck is still going on with the so-called people from our place who are supposed to do the right thing, but rather they are working with the enemy to feel. So why can't they just come out and tell us what the real intention is? They should be able to tell us. The Okonjo-Iweala of this world, you know, I think a normal person, they should be able to tell us, you know, these people who have this position on the world stage, they'll be able to tell us if they have decided that, you know, that they want us to remain subjugated, or they've decided that all of us should be converted into Islam. They should talk to us, because we know what is going on. We see it. There's no kind of conspiracy. No. We see it's very open. It's very out there. Then they should be able to tell us what they've concluded. That they are on the world stage. They cannot speak to the world to say that this massacre, this genocide, this whole attempt to wipe off a race, a people, is unacceptable. They cannot speak. But some of them will quickly get up to speak about Palestinians. You speak about Palestinians, but worse than that has been happening to your people for more than 100 years. For more than 100 years. We don't have right to decide for ourselves. We don't have right to pick who will lead us or not. When you pick, they change it and put the person they want. And that person begin to do their job for them. And we cannot talk. If you come out on the street to demonstrate, the power give them everything to come and buy all of us. What do? This is crazy. This is crazy, my brother. But like I said, the whole race is coming to an end. Very quickly, it's coming to an end. And there will be hell to pay. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. It is very, very sad. You know, that is why sometimes we talk about these issues. The attitude of our people. The attitude of our people who think that they can redeem Nigeria. There's no way Nigeria is irredeemable. And there's one thing they forget to know. The only people that have always cared about redeeming Nigeria has always been the Biafra people.
100%.
And each time we make that move, it backfires.
Yeah.
Each time we make that move, it turns against us. Check from the Civil War. When they accused the Igbos of conducting coup, which was a revolution to change Nigeria and remove Nigeria from corruption. The very first revolution, held by military officers, they transformed it and said it's Igbo coup. A revolution to save Nigeria. It wasn't to create an Igbo nation. It was to save Nigeria from the hand of the corrupt politician. Then they turned it around. Even in the midst of that thing again, same an Igbo man, Agiro still came to redeem the same Nigeria and surrounded himself with the Northerners. Even when he was advised to be careful, why are you surrounding yourself with your enemies? Agiro, being whom he is, thought that he was dealing with his own people. Another effort to redeem Nigeria, he lost his life in that in saving Nigeria. Agiro lost his life. At the end of the day, the war came and we lost millions of people. Biafrans, all in the name of saving Nigeria. Our eternal leader, Tim Odimogochukwu, made another move to save Nigeria when he took them to Aburi. Taking them to Aburi was not to go and create Biafra. Taking them to Aburi is this restructuring they are crying today and shouting restructuring. That was what Tim Odimogochukwu saw years ago. Yeah. He took them to Aburi for peace, to save Nigeria. It wasn't for Biafra, to save Nigeria. At the end of the day, what did they do? They threw it to trash. It brought death. Millions of people lost their life. Even our eternal leader, he tried his best. They refused. Our supreme leader, Mazim Nnamdi Kanu, did his own best. Told these idiots who call themselves governors, go and get that restructure if you say you can get it. Yeah. Go and get it. When you bring it, we will present it to our people. If they accept it, I have no problem with you. Yeah. After the meeting, when they released him in 2015, after the meeting with the governors, what did they do? Because our supreme leader then gave them that olive branch to go and fight for the restructuring they say they can be able to get. What did they do? They went and brought Python dance. Yeah. They brought Python dance, which took 28 lives in the house of our supreme leader, Mazin Nandikan. Took the life of his parents, and so many other people. And in this era of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, you want him to still go back and begin to talk about political solution. Political solution, my food.
No way. Yeah.
So
no
idiot will still come and tell you, just like this Chimamanda you're talking, come on, what is Chimamanda going to do? What is he going to say? What are you going to, okay, let me play the speech of one of our knowledgeable men during those days, this war. I think what that is them, I've forgotten his name. Let me play the video. You will see what a spokesperson of Biafra in the Civil War said. And now you tell me the difference between what is happening then and what's happening now. Let us listen to it.
Last time you and I met was in the Pleasant Garden in Lagos, at the time when you were information chief for the Nigerian government. I had hoped to see you again, but I must say in happier circumstances than at the present. At that time, did you have any premonition, any feeling that something like this would happen?
No, I didn't have any feeling that something as disastrous as this would happen, but everyone had a feeling of impending disaster from the way the census figures were being rigged, from the way the election results were being played about with. Everybody felt that something was coming, something really ominous, but nobody could predict the depth of it. No. But we all had this sense of doom hanging over us. In fact, the word revolution was mentioned a number of times, but it was a strange thing. No one had ever heard what a revolution was or experienced it. But people knew something bad was coming.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you stay in Lagos for some time after the outbreak of hostilities?
Oh, yes. I stayed in Lagos nearly a month, and not the outbreak of actual fighting. But when the Ronzi regime was overthrown, there was a sort of vacuum. People didn't know what would happen next. And I was in Lagos up to that time until I started getting evidence that my neighbors were being taken off in the night and killed. So self-preservation is the first law of nature. I had to escape.
They did that in Lagos as well?
They did that in Lagos, yes. They did that in Lagos as well. In fact, we have a boy on the federal ministry who barely escaped death, but his companion with whom he was kidnapped was actually killed. He's here in Biafra.
So when you the word genocide, which we hear in connection with the war here, is a word which people always will have difficulties in accepting, in a sense. But what is your real opinion on it?
Well, my real opinion is that once Biafra has succeeded in proving that there is an intention for genocide, this is all we need. And we have ample evidence of that. Genocide is the ethnic extermination of a people. You prove genocide when everybody has been killed. Biafrans do not want to wait until everybody has been killed. They have seen the signs of the intention. Our people were killed in hundreds of thousands. The war has come. It isn't a war of unification, as we are told. It is a war of extermination. Girls are being abducted and married off to strange people. All the various things you do so as to commit genocide are being done. We don't want to wait until it is complete. Therefore, we have the intention. By the way, all this began many, many years ago. As far back as 1947, Biafrans were attacked in Kano. In 1953, the same thing happened. Genocide is not spontaneous. It's a subtle process, which is a result of government propaganda. A government now uses the organ which should be used for protecting a people. It turns in that organ against the people and starts killing them using the government means. And everybody is indoctrinated to hate a particular class of people, to want them out of the way, to want to kill them. This is what we mean by genocide.
Bombing av sivilbefolkning har man sett før, I andre kriger. Og biafranernes påstand om et bevisst forsøk på folkemord.
You saw that video I played. That was Cyprian Ekwensi speaking.
The literature, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Giving the account of what happened during the Civil War. You see what that guy explained about genocide. What Chimamanda and co are waiting. They are waiting for a time when they will kill every one of us before they will now confirm that there is something happening in Biafra land.
Yeah.
But look at an educated man who knows what he do. He said, we must not wait until every life is lost before we can defend ourselves. We must not wait.
My brother, there's something I want to quickly ask, because the job you are doing on this platform, Jesus Christ, is so vital. I can't even explain how vital it is. I don't know how many Biafrans they should be listening and following, just like Pastor Vava, whom I always follow, and I come on his program and we go 247. But you have a perspective too that complements whatever anybody is doing. So I hope that Biafra, I don't know, maybe it's your timing, maybe the timing or whatever it is. I don't know if they are listening or following on the background, like coming on the air, like I came yesterday and today and stuff like that. Because your narrative, your perspective is vital. These videos you play, we have to continue to call these people out. We must call them out so that at the end, nobody will say we don't know. Everybody will know that it was out there. We call them out. They deliberately decide to keep quiet and watch why our people are being genocided. So it's important. This part. So, like I said, I hope that Biafrans can follow this program, subscribe your program, and like and follow it, just like any other person, because this is vitally very important. I can't explain it enough. You know. So you see that I didn't even know that was super eloquence, because I read his book, I read his literature, you know, back in the days. But I didn't know that you are doing amazing, bro. You are doing amazing. You know? So this is the thing I begin to wonder. It has to be one thing and one thing alone, that they've decided to go along with the globalists and to turn Nigeria into an Islamic state, you know, and completely decimate us. But Chukwuka Abiyama said, no, that these are my people and this is their land. And only, oh my goodness, it's really shameful. It is shameful. Why do I say this? Why do I say this? Because if the likes of Okonjo-Iweala or Chimamanda or Kingsley Moghalu or so many others, just mention a few, but so many of them, if they only come out to say, look, that there's no way, because it's obvious that it's not going to work, that the solution is give the people at least once in their lifetime, give them a choice to, in the form of referendum. That is the only solution. Because you know why I'm saying this, bro. You know why I'm saying this? As a Biafran, a hardcore Biafran, if there's a referendum and stay, those who want to stay, continue in Nigeria, if they win, I will be one of those who will come out to fight against those people who will say leave, because I'm a Democrat. I'm a Republican by nature. So majority carries the vote. If there's a referendum in the country and our people say that they want to remain in Nigeria, if they win, we have to give up. There's no simple as that.
Why are we wasting our time? We remain there.
Exactly. But the truth of the matter is that they don't want to give it. And not only they don't want to give it, they make it possible that you never have the chance to ask for it. Meaning that, so that's why I always say that there is a textbook definition of a kidnap. Because when you kidnap somebody, what you do is you try to make sure they don't have any means of escape until you fulfill your agenda. So that is the case of Nigeria, because everybody knows how the country was formed until this day, and every time they try to make it possible that you don't have the opportunity to escape this captivity. And these people will be mentioning, these Biafrans who have the international ears, you know, all of them, so many of them, they know it. They are not stupid. They are not stupid, bro. They know that what we are facing is a textbook case of a kidnap, a captivity. They know it. But they believe that we have no choice. We just have to continue to be in that kidnap situation. That is their mind. That somehow we will just accept it and continue to live in servitude, in captivity. That's because, like I said, but what kind of human being are you to accept that people should live in captivity? There's no anybody. Let anybody. I've been saying it. Anybody who can come and argue with me, let's come out. Let's debate it. Let's argue it. If the case of Nigeria is not captivity, then you tell me what captivity is. Eh? Give the people a chance to decide. If they say they love this Nigeria, they want to remain, fine. We will accept it. But you never did that. Instead, you completely, So it's just unfortunate. It is unfortunate, and history we hold them and their generation. And I know why I said what I said, because how much also Aguamile. So we have to know at the end of the day why they choose to do what they do. If there's any reason, or if there's something they are doing behind the scene that you and I don't know, we must know that, because a too much price has been paid since ever, and it continues till this day. So that is my point, my brother. I'm still with you. Thanks.
My brother, it is so painful. There was one I saw recently also. Was it either a month ago or weeks ago? A Biafran lady in Canada who is in their house of, I think their house of Senate or whatever.
Imagine.
Putting a bill to celebrate Nigerian independence in Canada.
Jesus Christ.
I saw it, I almost shed tears. A Biafran lady. A Biafran lady in a time when every country is de-associating themselves from Nigeria. In a time when people don't want to associate themselves with your passport or whatever, a Biafran lady was making a case for Nigeria in Canada, requesting that the Nigerian independence should be given a special celebration.
Hey, God.
In Canada. A Biafran who knows exactly what is happening in Biafra land today.
Or could it be? Well, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Could it be there is a Biafran born and raised up over there that doesn't, because but even at then, there's no justification for that.
Exactly. Even if you are born and raised up there, people, Biafrans who are born in the United States, are even tracing their way. They are tracing their way back home.
Yeah.
So many of them are tracing their way back home.
Exactly.
And some of them, even when they don't speak openly, we have seen some of them come in directly to say one or two things. How much more you that is answering a Biafran name, an Igbo name, your names are Igbo name, and even if she's a pure Biafran born in Igbo land, and then she went there in their house was Senate or whatever assembly, one of those their parliament, in their parliament there. In their parliament, the Biafran putting a bill to celebrate Nigerian independence in Canada. To be given a special celebration. That is how bad it is. But I thank you for that in this generation that we have people who are much more formidable and stronger than they are.
Yeah.
The coming of Biafra is unstoppable.
And that is why
we have gotten to a time when we have the government of Biafra is so strong. So strong, and Chukwu Okike is not a man's project. If it were to be a man's project, it will crumble. But this is the project of God. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. There is nothing anyone can do about it. There's nothing.
Yeah.
That is why when you see our friends are speaking. Go on, my brother.
Yeah, because I was going to say that it gives me great joy, like you just said, that is a project in the hand of Chukwu Okike. Because if it was human, forget it, it would have long crumbled. But because it's a project in the hand of Chukwu Okike, let them gang up, let them conspire, let them, like this lady in Canada you just described, like the Okonjo-Iweala of this world, the Chimamanda and the rest of them, let them continue to work with the enemy. Let them continue to conspire. They will all fail, because this project is not of man. It's of the maker of heaven and earth is his project. So that is what gives me joy, because these guys, since they've decided to more or less working against God, and anybody who work against God, anybody who stand in opposition to God fails. It doesn't matter who you are. If you walk in opposition to God, you are sure to fail at the end. So that is the joy that we must have, and that is why we must continue to push. Because like I always said, God has there's this confirmation or pronouncement to Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu concerning Biafra. And that is the stone on which he is standing on. That is the stone in which we are standing on. And for our PM already have the blueprint. He has the blueprint. I've always said it from day one that PM Simon Ekpa has the blueprint. We just have to stand with him, keep working with him. Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu have the confirmation from Chukwu Kabiama. He gave him that vow. He said, so it's playing out there. But having said that, we still have to be calling out these enemies and the enemies within. We still have to be calling them out because, like I said, there's going to be a day of accountability. Somebody is going to have to give account. How is it that you will stand and not just watch, but you are aiding the destruction of a generation? Who does that? I mean, when I saw that dance with Okonjo with Shetima, who a co-founder of Boko Haram, Shetima, who said what they were going to do to Biafrans, how they were going to make sure they strip them of all their commercial, it's boldly, it's there on tape. Nobody, you can't pretend you don't know that. And you are dancing with that person. Why? Because you want to be president of World Bank or whatever. Who does that? So, my brother, but what can I say? At the end, only he will take the glory. Because I tell you, the lives of our PM, a great guy that God has prepared for this journey, the lives of Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, amazing human being that God has revealed to him. But at the end, the glory will go to him alone. Him to go Kabiam alone. Because without him, we are nothing. So.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. You have spoken well. You have spoken very well, and we are really speaking to our people to make sure that people are working.
Yeah.
If you are one of those who is still thinking that in your dreams that Nigeria can be salvaged, stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your energy. There is nothing you can do today that our forefathers have not done to see that Nigeria was salvaged. The people that have worked so hard to see if something can be managed are the Biafra people, because it has become very clear that nothing can change. My fellow Biafrans, the only thing we owe ourselves today is to give all the support we have to our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. Give him every support you have, you can give. He is a man today in the front line. He is a man today who has a plan. And every single thing our Prime Minister is doing today is based on the foundation led already by Master Nnamdi Kanu. The defense of Biafra land you are seeing today, every single thing you are seeing today is foundation led by Master Nnamdi Kanu. And I thank you that Master Simon Ekpa is standing on that foundation to protect, defend the Biafra land and make sure that lives and properties are saved. And in case we have forgotten, I am going to play one of the messages of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a very short clip from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in case you don't know why our Prime Minister is doing what he's doing today. In case you don't know why the Liberation Army are very active and doing what they're doing. In case you don't know why the Biafra government are standing firm. I want us to listen to this voice of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's watch.
Those of you that bore witness to what happened at Zakibiam, at OD, Emene, Obibo, Isiama Farugu, in Aba, in Atumbo, must know that we cannot allow such senseless state-sponsored massacre of the innocent to continue. We can't allow it. We will never, ever allow it. Therefore, I am placing the United Nations on notice, the EU, British government, the US government, that wherever the Nigerian army goes in again to massacre innocent people, we are going to retaliate. We will retaliate. Obibo will be the last time any sitting governor anywhere will give the order for innocent people to be killed. Should that happen again, that governor will die.
We have seen, in case we have forgotten, the supreme leader of IPOB laid a solid foundation. And our prime minister is standing on that foundation.
Yeah.
Today, remember, the primary responsibility of every government is to protect the life and property of its people.
Yeah.
And one beautiful thing that I remember, I become so happy, and I speak boldly about Biafra, is the Biafra Republic of Nigeria, because it is legitimate. One great thing that our prime minister did was to move us away from organization to become a government.
Yeah.
From the moment we became a government, we are qualified and liable to own an army to defend ourselves.
Yeah. Wow.
That is one of the great jobs that our prime minister did. But some people did not know. That is why today our prime minister can stand bold and defend every single operation that was carried out by the Liberation Army.
Yeah.
He will post it and talk about it. Have you ever seen Nigerian government saying anything about the Liberation Army? They dare not open their mouth and speak about it. They dare not talk about it. Because they know that the Prime Minister of Biafra is standing on the solid ground.
Yeah.
The government of Biafra is recognized. Government in exile of Biafra is recognized. The de facto government of the homeland are fighting. It is government inside government. And they know it.
Yeah.
The whole world is aware. We will continue to stand on that ground. Wherever Mazen Nandekano is, he is very proud of our Prime Minister Mazen Samuel. Every one of us that is standing with him.
Yeah.
It is because of this kind of videos. That is why when you see some of this IPOB in Nigeria, they get confused. They don't know where to go. Because from the onset, their plan is to destroy the legacy of Mazen Nandekano.
100%.
After they have sold him, took the ESN and handed over to the governors by themselves. They went and collected their money. They want to relax. They forgot that there is an eye watching them. They forgot that a handover has been done by our supreme leader. Our supreme leader did a handover by himself, even while he was with us.
Yeah.
I want people to look back and think, why will somebody who is in charge as the supreme leader of IPOB tell you to follow this man, listen to him, share his video, why he is still with you? That was when he handed over the authority to Master Simon Eber. He did his own assignment and completed it from A to C. Left the instruction, left the foundation, and today our prime minister is building on that foundation. If you see anybody that comes to speak against Master Simon Eber and claim to love Master Nandekano,
it's impossible. It's impossible. Yeah, 100%.
Anybody that hates Master Simon Eber and said, I love Master Nandekano, I preach Master Nandekano, run for them, they are enemies. That is why it has become more easier for us to identify them than ever. Go on, my brother.
100%. Bro, you know, that reminds me, because man, your platform is fire. Your platform is fire, burning down every enemy. You know, what you just said, if you say you love Mazen Nandekano and hate Simon Ekpa, then you already prove whom you are, that you are enemy of not just Nandekano, but Biafra actualization. I said in one of Van 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 platform, I think it was all Go 247. I said that there's a guy, I used to speak with him in the past. He lives in Canada, Chidi, Worship Media. When Onyendu was kidnapped, he had like a party, you know, they had something like, they call it protest. They said they were protesting against his kidnap. But in my heart of hearts, Jesus Christ, I knew that that was celebration of the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu. I felt it in my heart. But he was telling people and his cohort that they were protesting the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu. But I knew that it wasn't. Because you know why? First of all, he's a one Nigerianist. He was running with Sowore, trying to form party and to do take it back, AAC, whatever. And Nnamdi Kanu is opposite of what they were doing. Nnamdi Kanu want to free Biafrans, take Biafrans out of that evil entity called Nigeria. Meanwhile, him and his Sowore and all the one Nigerians, they are fighting to keep it one so that they can become maybe governor or become this and start to chop money as usual. Because it's you get in, you eat, you go another person. So when they had that thing he called protest, in my spirit, I felt that was not a spirit. Because he later came out and began to fight our PM like hell. Are you aware of that? You are aware, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So, and he knew that what our PM was doing, that he knew that what some of was doing, it's exactly what Nnamdi Kanu was doing, and it's exactly what Nnamdi Kanu wants, and it's exactly why Nnamdi Kanu say, go and listen to him, because he's bringing a new dimension. Yet he said he was ready. In fact, not just he was calling police. He was calling Phillips police against our PM. And he said in one of his broadcasts that if he was in the same country, the police will separate them on the street fighting. Why? So you tell me that guy had a protest against the kidnap of Onye. No. Then you are not able to connect dots. If you believe that thing they had,
it's just like somebody believing that is it the Andy Uba or Ifeanyi Uba is fighting for Mazi Nnamdi. It's just like somebody believing that Andy Uba or Ifeanyi Uba is going to the presidency to discuss about it. Only an idiot to believe that.
Exactly. It's just like somebody believing that Soludo wants Nnamdi Kanu free or hope so our people that's I always say it. Chineke, God bless. Oh my goodness. When we have Biafra, we're going to have a kind of academics that will open the brain of our youth, our generation to come. They have to be able to think and think deeply. They're not going to be what you have in this zoo where people are like, I can't even describe some like below animal set of people who can use their brain. God gave you a brain. You just have to be able to, use it to connect, to figure out stuff. This is so how can Andy Uba come out and say we are talking to the government to free our brother? Lie, Bonko. He's lying. How can Soludo say that they are working to free our brother? It's pure lies. It's lying.
Remember, Soludo printed banana. He made posters. He made big posters in Anambra State for one Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
These people.
Oh, my brother. So obviously, that's why I said I just pray to God that Biafrans are following you on this program, because this is another dimension too. Trust me. These people cheating, all this cheating of Canada. I spoke with him a couple of times. One day I was on the phone with him, and he said to me, I don't even know what you think about me. He said to me, I said, because I'm telling you what I think about you. I am just telling you what I think about you. We don't do this. We don't play this game of hide and seek. Eh? How can you should be supporting our PM to get this freedom. But because you are one Nigerianist, you are hoping you contested governorship one time under one of those party, whatever, So these are their mindset to become, and these people, these are just evil set of human beings, riddled with selfishness. It's all about me. I do, when anytime I go home, all the people in the zoo in Nigeria or whatever, they will worship me. Where I come with my big car and I will give this job, I will give them, pay him 2,000 naira or 10,000 naira, then they will respect. This is the mindset, and that is a major problem with black people. I always make this, sometimes the big picture of our people, black people, which is different from the European, the white, for the most part. For the most part, yes, they believe in hard work. If you work hard, you can prosper. Because all fingers are not equal, that's fine. But to deliberately create a system whereby people can't even have 2 square meal a day, so that when you now give them 1 square meal, they'll begin worship you like a god. That is the black problem. I always look at it. It's a general problem with black people. Always a problem.
That is why you see people, when they go pass through a road, they will destroy it. They don't even care about their children. Look at the politicians. Look at somebody like Dr. Nandesikiwe, who was the first president of that country. Where did you see any of his child or his family member today?
You see?
Awolowo, have you seen any of his child or any of his grandchild or anybody in that his late again?
Yeah.
The same thing with Shagari and all of them. Yep. Every single one of them, all of those who look at Obasanjo today. Obasanjo, even at his age, he's growing old, getting to 80. Yep. Have you seen any of his own child coming up, even as a governor?
Yeah.
They will destroy their own destiny and use the destiny of their own children and make sure they close the road. It is just about them and them alone.
And that is what makes. That is what separates few from the rest. The likes of Nnamdi Kanu, who had the opportunity, he could become a governor if you want. He could become a minister. He could become a billionaire. The Zoo government was ready to give him everything, but he cares about the people. And you know what? In Nigeria today, few people reason that way. That's why you see the likes of our PM, who has everything. He has everything, but still he takes it on the line. He take everything online because you see, so obviously this is a major. And when I say this, I am just generalizing it because I see it happens almost everywhere. It's a problem for the black race. I don't know why it's like that. That you will want to be worshipped by others, why you are the one on top, and you want others to be in a situation whereby if you say they begin to shake. Look in the Western world, for example. Again, like I said, all fingers are not equal. But guess what? Who cares? If I ride my bicycle, like when I was in the Netherlands, I ride bicycle. It's not like I come back, but I ride bicycle. But even if you carry jet, I don't care. You fly your jet, I bend and I pass, I go my way. If you buy chicken, I buy chicken. If you buy a car, I can buy a car, I can. So, but in Africa, particularly the black race, they just want a situation whereby, when they ride their jeep pass on the street, people will be looking and it's just sick mentality. And that is what is playing out in this struggle, where you see some of our people, instead of coming up to do something that will help not just us, but the future generation to come, to have a future, to have a life, rather than everybody is struggling to cross the Mediterranean Sea to come to Europe. And they are dying. Most of them are dying on the high sea because there's no home for them. There's no future. But if you have a government that will be responsive, build hospital, give them electricity 24/7, build industries, rather than building churches everywhere, rather than the politicians siphoning the money. In Nigeria, this Tinubu came, the first thing he did was to give millions and millions to the politicians. Brother,
okay. My fellow Biafrans, I can see, I think that's my beloved Sister Mary is there. Sister Mary, if you're there, you can talk to Biafrans because we are almost going to the end of the program before you came in. So if you can hear me, my beloved Sister Mary.
Yes.
You can speak.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on, speak.
Okay. I tried to on my video, but it's not. I don't know. Is that possible? Can you see me?
You can on it. You can put it on there. It comes on, it goes off. It comes on, it goes off. Yes, it's on. I can see you.
Sister Mary.
Okay.
It's going off and on. Your video is going off and on.
And now?
How are you, Sister Mary?
Yeah, it's on now. It's on now.
I'm fine. Good morning.
Morning, sis.
Yes. Yes, my brother. Very, very good topic this morning. I listened to our leader just come in. I joined our leader. That was very good for the topic today, my brother. You know, we are not, good morning, everyone. Good morning, our leader. Good morning, Itiare Kondo. Good morning, Biafrans. Yes, we can never go back. We can never. Our leader said it. When they come to destroy us, this time around, we are going to destroy them. It's bomber to bomber. We are never backward. If Britain needs, we give it to them because our land. This is our land, is our own property, is our own God creator. We give it to us. So when Britain and Nigeria think they can do, we are going to do the worst. That is how it is going to be now. So Biafrans, all these people kidnapping, destroying, we know even few days ago, our soldiers, you see what they are doing, what DOS, Sioux government are doing, because they are not IPOP. We don't need to call those demonic, evilish people IPOP. They are not. They are DOS, Nigerian Sioux government, agent of Sioux government and Britain. And they are the one right now trying to destroy other people, our people. By how? By finding them as a tools, give them money, pointing hand, because Fulani would not know your area. Fulani would not know where you're living without your brother behind your back. Tell me how Britain, how Fulani, domestic people will know your backyard, know where you're living without your own brother. And we see what our soldier is doing to them. They will give them 50,000, just 50,000. I don't blame them, because Nigerian Sioux government, Britain, want to keep them under their slippers so that when they see 5 naira, they run like frog. What 50 naira, what 500 naira will give to you? What he will give it to you just today to eat finish and destroy many lives, and you think you will go free? No, it will not happen. This time around, we have to understand what our leader do with Itiare Kondo, the PM. When we say they are destroying us, we will not destroy ourselves. Who is those people? Who is those people where Britain giving them money, where Britain giving them, Sioux government will give them 500,000, 500 naira. They're ready to collect that money and destroy your own brother and your own sisters. Tell me, those people, is that Fulani? Fulani coming with cows. Your governor, your Iwe, don't already direct them how to follow. After you collect money from our head, there is nobody killing us, our own people, and we have to say that. Not the true one, DOS. The people speaking Biafran accept to collect money from Sioux government to bring our leader Itiare Kondo work down. No, it will not happen. We know them. It's not only Fulani. Fulani don't know our place. Fulani doesn't know our house. It's your brother, your own fellow brother, who sold themselves to the demon. How do you think that Fulani, who doesn't know how to even wash their mouths, Fulani who doesn't know how to say come? 2 days ago, a whole matured old man, I saw it in media. Fulani with cow have the authority to stand and ask them, why are they videoing him in your own land? He destroyed things. Hefty men come and say, we are not videoing you. Are you not sure you're not agent of them? Which kind of, we are here shouting, don't let, if you catch Fulani, if you see them with their cow, don't get mercy for them. Don't have mercy for those blood-sucking demons. And they see that old man. How old that man? Maybe up to 70-something years. A rat. Something we don't even smell like that small rat where they get inside hole. We call it usne. He come and stand in with where boys there. Every boy there, they interview him. They said he go inside bush. They made them not video me. Made them not video me. What did I do? After I don't destroy their own livelihood, destroy the food where they're supposed to eat. Where Nigerian sue government don't want you to give you food, but this man struggle, put things for ground. He bring cow, demonic cow to destroy. Why can't you destroy that boy before that anything? You know he's not coming from your land, far away. He come with cows, and is there more than 5 or 6 boys for one person? And he would say, I don't beat your brother. You see, I don't beat your brother. What the heck? What are you doing? And the next thing you will take it to police station.
I think my beloved sister Mary, that very video you are talking about, I saw that video and it is very, very annoying. That video is very annoying. It's a very
annoying. I won't cry. I say, what our people are doing? What our people are doing? A boy, when we say Biafran young boy, 15 years old, he can beat this guy, come out all in teeth for a mouth. This boy, when stand with the empty men, they are begging him on top. A 15 years old boy, he can beat this boy, beat and well, come out all in teeth for a mouth. But you see empty men standing there begging them. What example do you show to Fulani and Britain? They're showing them how you weak, how you so moron, how you so stupid. A man from Fort Jalon, from desert, use leg, come to your backyard and threaten you. And you stand there. Even me, as a woman now, as I sit down here, talk, I catch that kind of people. 3 people not go see him. I'm telling you the truth. 3 people not go see that man. Because boys go come out from village, beat and well, tie in leg, tie in hand, beat and well. All the cow, then go use stick, they bust all their hides. And you people come here for the shout. You can get your rotten mouth to call Simon Ekpa. You get your stupidity brain to open mouth to call Simon Ekpa. I'm asking you people now. Did this thing happening now? The Simon Ekpa bring Fulani from nowhere come to Biafra land. I'm asking you guys. The Simon Ekpa. The Simon Ekpa is the Fulani jihad in the north, destroying people's houses. The Simon Ekpa. If you people don't answer this word, you know go ever. You know Biafra land go fight you people. I'm telling you people the truth. My brother, thank you very much. Biafra, one Biafrans. Make sure you want Biafrans. Make sure you vote for our convention. Vote. Yes. Make sure go for me vote. Who nam nisme? Because a man nam nisme. Fulani, ibu yaga for. Why you Fulani destroy you don't for? That kere me. Who you Fulani? Abo you don't for. I told you don't for to jihad. The kare idaga you so kadami. That ye Simon Ekpa you not see nam the kale. So that we could declare our nation. There is no joke on it. We are not joking. Because when I saw those kind of things, if God, if to send me a day Biafra land, believe me, now for me my #1 target. So Biafra, please, we are not going backward. We will never. We're going forward. We collect what belongs to us, declare our land. Thank you very much, my brother, for giving me this opportunity. I'm not for long. Thank you.
Thank you, sister.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Mary. Thank you, Sister Mary, for coming in. This is what I was really wondering. I said this platform, this Brachu's platform is fire. So I was like, why are Biafrans listening? They should come here and hear the gospel of redemption, because it's here, just like, of course, Vam and Ugo and the rest of it. But I just want people to be coming here too, because this is another dimension altogether. You know, so you see that
Sister Mary is part of this platform. She owns the platform.
Oh, really? Great. Okay, because I'm new. Good. I'm new. That is why. Okay. So what my point is this, yeah, because for me again, I always look at the big picture. I was on one of the some time ago, maybe a few months ago, and on this platform. You can hear me. I think you are hearing me.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you.
Yeah, and on this platform, on that platform, Niger Farage was on that platform. They were talking about invasion, that people from Africa, you know, the third world countries, mostly Africa, you know, that they were invading their country, invading UK, this and that and that. And I was like, no. Okay, I understand when you say that. But the truth remains that when you hold people down, what do you expect? The people want to, during the NSAS, the youth, the people in Nigeria, they stood up and they said, we want good governance. We want a different government, a government that will attend to us, a government that will do what we want and develop the country so that we have a job, we have this, we have that. But guess what? Britain and the Fulani, Buhari and the rest of them, they gang up. With this Tinubu, they gang up and they use the military to slaughter many of the youth. And it came to an end. So they want a good government, they want a functioning country. You don't want it. You is breaking, you don't want it. Then you turn around, when they now cross the Red Sea to come, you say they are invading you. But you are the one creating the enablement. You are the one. You know? And they know that this country staying like this, they know what the effect, the result will be. And that is what everybody is suffering. So why are you crying that they are invading you? But you are the one responsible for why they are coming. They are running away, they want to come. Because it's human nature. Somebody who is hungry, what do you think? He will sit down for this? No. He will put head on the road and whatever he can do, he will do it. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You know, you say they're invading you. Yeah, you don't want to leave them alone. Then you say they're invading you. You are crying that the third world country are invading you, but you won't leave them alone. You have to, our candidates, all of them, they have to come to your country, Chatham House, and you have to pick and choose, and from among them, you choose the worst of it. That will destroy the country, that will make it ungovernable, that will make the country unproductive. Then you turn around, you blame the citizen for running away to what you call invasion, they invade you, but you are the one who will leave them alone. Leave them the hell alone, for Christ's sake. Let them do whatever they do to get good governance among themselves. You pick the worst, a drug baron, a money launderer, a certificate forger that has absolutely nothing to offer, and a senile old man. That is what you choose, because that is what's going to serve your own agenda. That is what suits you. Then you turn around, you say they are invading. They are invading your country. What do you expect? A country that has no electricity, 24/7 electricity, they don't have electricity. How are they going to develop? How is that going to be industry? How is that going to be job for the teeming population? You say they are invading you, but you are responsible for it. The bunker, the oil, everything there is being stolen there, landing in your territory. You say they are invading you. Who is invading who? So this is why I say platform like this, Biafrans, because we need to, and this is exactly why they all conspired against Nnamdi Kanu, because he was opening the eyes of the people. This is how they roll. This is how they roll. This is evil of the highest order. And even though he's a citizen of the country, they just close their eyes away and conspired for him to be kidnapped from Kenya. Because why? He was opening the eyes of educating the people to let them know who your real enemy is. Because you have to know who the real enemy is. They're invading you. Who is invading who? Let there be a consensus. Let there be a consensus. Stay in your place. We stay in our place. Leave our natural resources. Everything we have, we leave you alone. Let's see who is invading who. Why must our leaders have to be handpicked and chosen by you? And you choose the worst of it. It's amazing. It's amazing. But like I said, God bless you, my brother. Bless this channel. And I appeal to Biafrans, come, and those who are blind, those who are still, in a slumber, they need to wake up to know what the root cause it is. And that is why we must have our independent Biafra nation, where we can build the nation, have electricity 24/7, where industry, where manufacturing, where production will keep going, so that young people will have a job. They have something to look up to. Build a modern society, a functioning society, that you don't have to go and die on the Red Sea trying to come to Europe. Europeans are crying that people are invading them, but they are the one actually who is creating the enablement. They are the one. Look at France. Look at what France does. This and the world shut their eyes away. The Western world, they shut their eyes away from the abomination that these people are committing. France, apart from the exploitation and plundering and looting, they are still, oh my goodness, it's crazy. We're going to talk.
Thank you so much, my brother. We are rounding up. Let us round up and close the program. We have really done justice to the topic today. So every one of us should pay attention. You can only take the horse to the river, but you can't force the horse.
You can force. Absolutely.
As for those of us who are ready to go home, my joy is that more than 90% of Biafrans are ready and willing to go home.
Yes.
The few ones who are supporting the One Nigeria for fear of the unknown, because some of them believe that they cannot live in a sane society. They have been dwelling in a fraudulent society for so long that they cannot be able to survive in a sane society where people will be able to try without begging. They are scared. These are the people who will not support what we are saying. But everyone that is genuinely wants freedom for himself and others, we are pursuing our collective interest, not individual interest. Collective interest of Biafra people, which is freedom. If you are sincere towards the pursuit of freedom, all you have to do today is to focus your attention on the support to Biafra Republic and exile, support our brothers and sisters, make your little contribution, no matter how small. It will go a long way to save the life. Thank you, my beloved brother. Go ahead and give your last speech and let us close the program.
Okay, thank you, Brother Chus. And I don't know, by the grace of God, we'll see how it goes. If you are in tomorrow and if I'm opportune, I will always come in to drop my own vision. Yeah. So it's important that now, as no so it's very important that we know who we are, where we're coming from, and where we are and where we're going, because there is absolutely no alternative to it. It's Biafra. There's absolutely no other way apart from Biafra. And I always make this appeal, and I thank God we have people like Sister Mary and so many others, even back home, from coastal region Biafra to the hinterland Biafra. There's no alternative. You cannot have your own God-blessed land and resources, and yet you are living in penury. That people from other place will be the one enjoying it, controlling it, dictating and giving you a peanut, and you think it's okay. It's not okay. It's just not okay. We have people in charge, our PM, they understand the modern world, the modern society, how it's run, So we develop everywhere. You have to, you follow your way that suits you, The coastal region Biafra, the wherever, Asian, wherever, everybody will follow a pattern that suits them. That is true confederation, Through confederation. The center, we pay tax to the center that, the center will have its function, its duty, then the other region and states have their own. So that's how you grow a society. And there will be competition. There will be competition, there will be growth. But in Nigeria, no. It's all about every month they sell oil, they share, everybody carry go, and they wait for another month. That is what Nigeria has been from day one till this day. Share. No produce nothing. Absolutely produces anything. And that is what they want. This is what the enemy want. That is why they always choose people like Tinubu, like Buhari, and the rest of them to be in charge. They know that if you actually have an Igbo man all along, things would have worked differently. But perhaps they would have also fought him to hell. Because even Jonathan wanted to do something, even as cowardly or as low as he was, he had good intention. He had things in place. But they gang up and they took him out. They took him out because they know what he was going to do. With Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, they were all trying to put things together. And he was, so I tell you that this is why I always tell people, outside Biafra, you are heading nowhere because the game has developed into another level. The Fulanis who has hijacked the country with the help of Britain, they've seen the need now to completely take entire country and Islamize it. So that is why they are doing everything to keep it together. You see the Oduduwas, whether they are serious or not, but you see them agitating. Biafra is well known, but you never see them agitating like, let's divide the country. No, because the Fulanis want to conquer and take the whole place. So, but we thank God they are going nowhere. They will try, but they have failed already. So my advice to every Biafran is stand up and fight for your rights. Don't sit idly by. Don't sit on the fence. It's a collective. It's for every one of us. So thank you, my brother. God bless you for coming and have a blessed day. We see you again.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you. We have really done justice to this very topic today. And I thank Chukwu Kabiama for you. I pray that Chukwu Kabiama will guide you and protect you. My brother Peter Pan, I can see your comments there. Peter Pan, the platform is still under suspension. There is no super chat on this platform. It's on suspension. Hopefully by next month they will lift the suspension. But as for now, the platform is on suspension. The battle we are fighting with the social media network is not easy. That is why they limit our audience. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, they will limit your audience. And that is why most of the time when we come online, we beg you to help us to share, help to like. Very, very important. When you like and share, that is one of the important things you can help us to do so that they cannot be able to hold us back. Every platform that belongs to the Biafra Republic of the Exile, genuine platforms, they are oppressing us and pressing us down. You will see a platform that has 15,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers, 30,000 subscribers. But when you come online, you hardly see up to 50 people watching. It is not ordinary. The same thing on Facebook. They suppress, sometimes they suspend. My platforms, most of my platforms are on suspensions. My pages, most of them are on suspension. We post a video, people hardly see it. You come online, people they'll block it and make sure that people are not seeing. But we will not stop. All I say is that anytime I come online, even if it's only one person, I will preach the gospel. Chukwu Okeke knows how to share it. It is not my duty. My own duty is to speak and preach the gospel. Only him knows how to share the message. So I thank everybody that have participated. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect every one of you. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect our Liberation Army, guide and protect our resistance fighters, guide and protect the Black Marine, guide and protect our Air Force, guide and protect our de facto government in the homeland. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect all our media warriors, media speakers on different platforms. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect the de facto government in the homeland. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon. We pray for divine protection for them. We pray that God will guide and protect him. We pray that Chukwu Okeke will lead him. He is going out and is coming in. Give him more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. We pray for our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, wherever he is. We commit Mazen Nandekano in the hand of Chukwu Okeke for divine healing, for divine strength, for divine wisdom, for divine revelation. We pray for him for protection. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader Mazi Nandekano shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. Stay blessed, and we'll see you again tomorrow by the special grace of Okeke. Thank you so much.
God bless.